Fala cavalos, beleza? Eu sou o Guabá.
What's up, ladies and gents? Ben Pakulski from the Muscle Intelligence Headquarters, talking about an internal versus an external focus. What does that mean? Internal focus. I'm thinking about what the muscles are doing. Every muscle has two ends. And all these ends, all this muscle does, this is one fiber. All it does is pull this end closer to this end in a straight line. So all this literally does, if I'm working my pec, all this pec is doing is trying to contract one fiber at a time, pulling it in a straight line. If I'm working my bicep, all it's literally doing is pulling one end of the bicep close to the other end of the bicep. Thinking about the internal focus rather than external focus. When I'm focusing externally, I'm focusing on exercises, I'm focusing on load, I'm focusing on reps, sets, volume, frequency. That stuff is all outside of my body. It is only relevant if the internal response is happening as a result of the external stimulus. So what we try to do here at the Muscle Intelligence Headquarters is focus on an internal objective. We want to focus on an internal thought process. So internally, my muscles exist. What are my muscles meant to do? The function of a muscle is literally to pull one end closer to the other. Every muscle has two ends. One end is close to the midline, it's called the origin. The other end is close to the outside of the body, it's called the insertion. And all it's literally doing is pulling one end close to the other. So if I have a pec, and I'm trying to work my upper pec, literally if I follow my pec line out, there's my insertion, it's literally gonna pull across the body. And so many people are focused on what's happening outside of the body rather than objectively just looking, observing what a muscle can do. So if you want to start maximizing your results, start paying attention to the reality that a muscle has two ends and they're just going to pull each other closer to one another. So here's the point of this video. What I want you guys to do is if you're trying to train your delts or you're trying to train any muscle group, we need to learn to set up to maximally recruit that muscle. So what does that mean? How I set up is going to determine what's working. So if I'm trying to train my medial delt, my side delt, I want to make sure that I'm literally just pulling this insertion closer to the origin. So we have about 7 different possible origins along this delt. So if I'm trying to work the front one, well, I want to pull that point closer to here. If I'm trying to work the side one, I want to pull this point to there. And how can I bring those 2 points further apart and then closer together? And that's literally it. If I'm trying to work the rear delt, I want to take this point to here. Well, how do I do that? Take them further apart, take them closer together. Don't allow anything else to move. It's as simple as objectively observing what's happening. If I'm trying to train my bicep, the first and most important thing, I don't want this end to move. Second most important thing, I want to make sure this is locked in stone and I'm literally just trying to pull this point to there without allowing any extraneous movement on this side. If this end is moving, I'm actually going to be losing tension. So guys, focus on observation, setting yourself up to make sure the muscle you're trying to work is working. Stabilizing your body, so you're eliminating extraneous movement. Why is extraneous movement so necessary to remove? If something else is moving, it's assisting, working, adding momentum, taking away your opportunity to grow. Third thing you want to do is you want to initiate with the working muscle. Make sure this muscle is working right from the beginning. Otherwise, I'm losing an opportunity. Every exercise, your objective should be, I want to take advantage of every millimeter of opportunity to challenge this muscle. My objective is to challenge a muscle, not to complete reps, not to lift a specific weight. If your objective is to lift more weight, then go lift more weight. If your objective is to challenge more muscle, then think about challenging a muscle. Don't think about completion, think about contraction, think about challenging a muscle. Have an awesome day. Let's live your greatest life in your greatest body.